Well, hello there. How are you? It's about 1:30, and it's very dark, isn't it? I went out for a drive just now to run a few errands. It was actually to go to the post office because I've realised I hadn't posted my Christmas cards. I don't have many to post, but yeah. Anyway, I had 2 to post, so I did that now. I've done that. Bit late, yeah, I know, but I've still got a good 12 days, haven't we, before Christmas? So they may get there. Hopefully they will. Bit remiss. Yeah. Anyway, as I was out driving the car, the headlights came on. It was that dark outside. This is at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was so dark. I had to put the headlights came on their own. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? Really. But on a climate front, there's a bit of a good news for you. Remember how Bill Gates said, climate change, we've all got to stop eating meat and this, that and the other. Well, he's done a U-turn now, hasn't he? He's now said that man-made CO2 is no longer causing global warming. And, of course, this is now breaking news. Well, not really quite so breaking news, but as the beginning of the week, the EPA in America, this is the Environmental Protection Agency, they turned around and said the burning of fossil fuels no longer contributed to global warming, and it was down to the cycles in the sun and the tilt of the earth and current cloud cover. As you see today, it's very cloudy. Yeah, so that's a good thing. CO2 is not causing global warming. As we've told you in the past, I've said many a time that this net zero is a scam. And it's costing you and me £500 each just to maintain the scam for Ed Miliband. Yeah, and as I said before, many times, that the unit of stupidity is actually the Miliband. Yes, one of our political leaders, yeah, Ed Miliband, is actually the level at which stupidity can rise. So when you're full on Miliband, you're 100% stupid. Yeah. I don't like that man. He is a government advisor. He runs a company who advises the government on climate change. And now he acts on the advice received from his company on climate change. Yeah. So he's telling himself that climate change is a bad thing, and we've all got to pay for it. It's a bit like this transgenderism, isn't it, really? Right? Somebody says, oh yes, the weather's bad, and we all have to believe him. Yeah. And it's costing us a fortune. What else has been happening? Oh yes, that woman in the Home Office, what's her name? She's actually turned around and said we need more police. And as I said before, we don't need more police. What we want is a law enforcement agency. At the moment, the police are acting more in a feelings enforcement agency. You know, somebody's feelings get hurt, so the police run away and try and arrest them. You know, somebody puts a little tweet out that somebody else finds offensive. I didn't say is offensive. They have found somebody's tweet offensive. It doesn't mean it was offensive, just they found it offensive. So therefore the police have got to act and arrest someone. Like that man who had a gun in America. He posted it on his LinkedIn account, a picture. I said this before, about him putting up a picture of him holding a shotgun in America for his 50th birthday. So he thought it was a good picture, so he put it on LinkedIn. And then the police arrested him as soon as he got back into the country, saying, you've got a firearm. Well, no, I was in America at the time, I'll have you know. Anyway, that took him 13 weeks to clear his name, and of course now he'll be out suing the police for as much money as he can get. And of course that comes down to you and me again. Yeah, we foot the bill for the police's wrongdoing. There's a guy in Ireland at the moment who turned around and said he wasn't running around. They claimed that he was running around shouting this, that and the other through the alleyways in the school. He just simply stated that there were only two genders, male and female, and that a man in a dress or a boy in a dress is still a boy or a man in a dress. Just because you put on a fancy frock and call yourself Mary doesn't make you a woman. What's happening in Scotland as now? Some of the Scottish government ministers, this is how perverted Labour are, and the SNP are absolutely off their rocker. They want to allow men into women's changing room. Now, I wouldn't want a woman in my changing room. I wouldn't want a man in a dress in my changing room. I think I would be quite offended. I would probably, be a little bit concerned if a man in a frock was in my changing room, but he shouldn't 100% not be allowed in women's changing room. We all need a safe place. We all need to be able to change for swimming or for sports in a place that we would consider to be safe. What is wrong with these people? As we know, Labour are all perverted. We've got Sir Keir Starmer, the Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer, who likes rent boys and lies about it. We've got the Labour Party, who like to see rape gangs get away with punishment. We've got Labour MPs that turn around and tell us that the age of consent should be lowered. Yeah, it's not right, is it? Children should be protected. Children should have the right to grow up in a safe, pleasant environment, not to go through the rape gangs that we hear about. Well, anyway, I was gone over the 6 minutes, so I better wrap this one up and just do my normal vlog. Anyway, so I'll catch you all in the vlog in a minute.